Let me just say I felt like an adult lately. I got served jury duty, bought my first car, and some of our friends got married and my boyfriend was a groomsman in a wedding. Like, those are, I feel like, are very adult things, and all of it happened in a weekend. So it was a very adult weekend. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am so excited to talk you guys through the process I just went through this past weekend of buying my first car. I went into this process, didn't know a single thing about it. I had never really been to a car dealership. I had no idea what to expect, what they would ask me, what I had to provide. I didn't even know if I could get the car just by myself or if my parents were gonna have to co-sign. Like, I was oblivious, so I'm really thankful I also had my parents to help guide me through this process. So I wanna share kind of what I learned and the process with you so you can watch this video if you're going soon to purchase your first car. So the first thing that I would recommend doing is think of buying versus leasing. I thought about this for a few days, had conversations with friends who leased cars and with those who have bought their own cars, and decided the best option for me was to buy it, where I still pay a monthly amounts, but once I pay off the car, it's mine, versus leasing it where you pay a monthly amount, but you never really own the car. But then I kind of made a list of needs and wants. So things that I absolutely need in a car and things that I would like, but they aren't necessary. My needs were, I wanted it to be, one, reliable. I was tired of paying to get things fixed every few months. I wanted it to be an SUV. I've just always drove bigger cars and feel more safe when I'm on the highway, like driving home from Nashville. And I also need to lug a lot of things for my business, whether I'm setting up a pop-up stand or I'm bringing inventory back from my parents' house. Like, I just need a lot of space to lug things around for my business. I also wanted to be able to get good mileage on it because gas prices are obviously very high right now, and saving money where I can. I did put this as a need. It's more of a want, but I really wanted Apple CarPlay. My wants, so these are things that would be nice but aren't necessary. Having a sunroof, heated seats, leather interior, touch start, heated steering wheel. Like I said, those are things that would be super nice, but I knew going into it that it's okay. Like, for my first car, these things don't all have to be there. So the next thing I did was looked at my budget and know what I could pay monthly. So look at what your budget is, what is your salary, and like how much can you dedicate to transportation costs. So the cost of your car and your gas and any maintenance that may come every few months. So I decided I wanted my monthly payment to be around $300. I did go a little bit over, and I'm paying $340. Even my car is newer, but it's still used. I knew I wanted a used car, didn't need a brand new car for really any reason. So I looked on CarMax, mainly is where I looked online. I love CarMax because you can look in your area, or you can also ship cars from another location to your CarMax. Jimmy and I ended up going in person to CarMax the week before I needed to pick out this car, and I didn't know walking in. Neither of us had been car shopping before. We're like, are we gonna get bombarded? What's it gonna be like? I walked in. It was great. You could just walk straight to the car lot. They have things on the windows of the car with the price of the car, the year, the mileage, gas mileage, previous ownership, like all the facts, the car facts on the window of the car. So it's super easy to car shop at CarMax if you don't want to talk to anyone. And then if you are interested in buying, then you can go up and talk to whoever. And then they're very helpful in telling you what you need to know about every car. But I loved how you're not bombarded. Meanwhile, we also went to a Volkswagen dealership, and there are like your typical car salesman asking you questions. You have to ask the salesman, like, what's the price of this car? What are the features? What are the mileage? It's a lot more talking. So CarMax, if you don't want to talk to people and just kind of want to browse, is the way to go. So I also like on CarMax online, it'll calculate what your monthly payment is going to be, and it takes into account a few different factors. So I'm going to tell you all that now. You can also go to other online calculators, but obviously the cost of the car minus the down payment, your credit score, your length of the loan, and then it'll give you your APR rate, which is funny because in software year accounting, I've definitely learned how to calculate like an APR by hand and completely have forgotten it by now. I also knew what it stood for, and I could not tell you right now. Because I had a pretty good credit score, I was able to purchase this car on my own. I didn't have to have my parents co-sign for it. But if you are brand new to the world of credit and you don't have a credit score, or you're just starting, you may have to have someone guarantee it as a guarantor and have them sign it. All right, so here is now the vlog of everything that went down when shopping for the car. To be honest, like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of excited, but also more nervous. Like I just wanted to get it done. I just wanted to get my car. I was without a car for 2 weeks in Nashville, and I was like, I want a car again. We went to CarMax at around 12 p.m. I ended up buying from Volkswagen though, a used car from the dealer, and we left Volkswagen at like 5 p.m. So here's the vlog of the day. Jimmy came along, my boyfriend, and his best friend, Josh, also wanted to look at cars and just be there for the experience, and I'm glad they were because it was fun. So here's some clips. We have a very adulting vlog today, which is funny because I'm in my home parents' bedroom. I am so excited, but also nervous. That's why I decided to come home and do it with my parents, because they obviously have experience with this. And I was asking questions. I'm like, so do I bring a check? Can I put the down payment on my credit card? Do I put the monthly payment on my credit card? Like how does this work? Like I literally have no idea. So today we're going to the CarMax in Knoxville. I took some screenshots of cars that I see that they have on their website or cars they could ship to the store. And so I did do my research ahead of time. I'm looking mainly at 2 cars, but we'll see what else they have and I'll test drive and kind of see. But a Jeep Compass, I think it's called. I have to look back at the exact name. Jeep Compass. I do want kind of a newer model because of warranties and stuff, but Jeep Compass or Volkswagen Tiguan. So we'll see what they have. Welcome to the car buying process. Jeep Compass Limited.
I like the rims in the two-tone.
Yeah. Is it smaller? It's about the same size.
I don't know. I think it's a little smaller, don't you? I don't know.
Cute too. We're now at Volkswagen with Mom. CarMax was good. We put a car on hold, that Jeep that you saw. So now we're just gonna look at some Volkswagen Tiguans here. Alright, we're turning her on for the first time. Oh my gosh, it's too far back. That one's good. Move my seat forward. Okay, thanks guys for tagging along. Alright, so the Jeep that you saw at CarMax, we did test drive that Jeep. It was good. It felt a lot smaller than a car I was used to. We went to the other dealership and I test drove a 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan. I knew I liked the Tiguans, and it felt so much better. It just felt right. And so it also is a more expensive car by $5,000. So maybe that's why it felt right, Hannah. But basically when I decided that it was what I was gonna purchase, which again, it moved really quickly. I was kind of overwhelmed. Like, what decision do I make? Do I do the 2020 Tiguan? Do I do the 2021? Like, do I go back to the Jeep? Like, it was a lot of quick decisions, which I knew that this car wouldn't have lasted all weekend, and so I kind of needed to make a decision quickly if I wanted it. So we went inside. I sat down at the little desk that the dealership has, and they talked about my information, so like my address, name, my salary, which my dad was kind of talking me through, that they just asked that to put it down. But even if you go in with a lower salary than you would think you would need for this car, if you put down a lot with a down payment, then they'll sell you the car. You kind of just it's kind of just routine. It's not like they're going to deny you the car, especially if you have a good credit score and you can put a lot of money on the down payment. And I did end up putting quite a bit down on the down payment, about a third of the cost of the car I put down. So then once we inputted all that, my family got snacks. I was to nervous, like too anxious about everything to eat, but glad everyone else was enjoying the free snacks. Then we sat around for 30 to 45 minutes. It was a while they kind of checked my credit score. And then someone came and got me, and I went into the financing office, which is different from like the salesman that you talk to. So talked to the salesman, got all my information. He couldn't talk about my credit with me. So I go into the financing office. They gave me the options for extra warranties, but since my car is a 2021, it's fairly new. It already had a warranty on it. So I was like, I don't want to be paying extra. I don't want to be financing a warranty. So I didn't get any more warranties, but again, this is up for you to make your decision on. And then he told me what my APR rate was going to be. It was around 6.5%, which is okay. I wanted it to be lower, but it is what it is. And it's for 72 months, which is a long time. I'm very hopeful that if I have a good month in business, I'm going to pay off more of the car than what my monthly costs. That was able to keep my monthly payment to about $340 a month for a 72-month loan. After they financed it, obviously you have to pay the down payment. We did part on a personal check, and then I could do up to $5,000 on a credit card. So I decided to do $5,000 on a credit card. I'm obviously going to pay that credit card off. I already have, but I can get points from that. So I got points on my American Express for $5,000, and then we put the rest of my down payment on a personal check. And then they gave me the keys and they filled it up with gas. This was a pro tip from my dad. Ask them to fill it up with gas before you leave from the dealer. We're getting everything out of it. I got a free t-shirt and a little keychain. So they give you some merch, which is fun at the dealership, but it's exciting. And then I hopped in the car and drove home. And so here's a little tour of the car. I literally have never watched a car tour in my life because I do not really care about like looking into cars like for fun just on the regular. But if you're curious at what the 2021 Tiguan SE Volkswagen looks like, here it is. So I wanted to do a little car tour. If anyone is interested in the exact specific car I got, I wanted to show you guys around it just a little bit. All right, I still need to get floor mats, but here is, oh, you can see Bogey, I'm at my parents' house still. Here is the inside. It has Apple CarPlay, heated seats, we love. It has actually 3 rows, don't mind the free t-shirt they gave me. It has 3 rows of seats, which is super nice. It feels brand new in here. It has black leather interior. It also has auto like turn off, which is supposed to help limit gas and emissions. So like when I'm at a stoplight for longer than a few seconds, the car kind of turns off a little bit. It's hard to explain, but it does have that as well. It has lane assist, which is super nice. So when a car is next to me in my blind spot, I've never had this in a car before, but when there's a car next to me, it'll blink a light right there on the side. And it just has some good storage. Like I like how big these pockets are. I like this little pocket here. I just feel like it has a lot of good space. Here's a look at the back. There is a sunroof that goes all the way across. I leave it closed to keep it a little bit cooler in here, but that is super nice. It makes the car feel very big and spacious. And then here's the trunk, also super spacious. It's gonna be great for lugging inventory back and forth. And I have these little dividers that came with it from Cargo. And as you can see, I can pull up these seats back here. It's very tight in the back, but there are seats available. We can click this. Oh, that puts it down. Interesting. Okay, I didn't even know that. There is my Volkswagen Tiguan SE. And so that was my process of purchasing my first car. Like I said, it happened really quickly. I was looking at cars online for maybe a week and a half, and then in the matter of 4 hours, I went to 2 different lots, chose a car, bought it. If you're scared about it, it's not as scary as I thought. And you have the power, you have the control. You can tell them what you want, what you don't want. You can tell them, no, that's out of my budget. You can tell them, I want the extra warranties. I don't. Like, no matter your age. I was a 22-year-old girl walking in there. Thankfully, I did have my parents to help, but I feel like now I could go in and buy a car and feel like I have the power to turn them down or to say yes, and you do too. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.